What's a low-key sign of low intelligence? A guy at the bus stop just told me Putin is at war with Ukraine because Jews stole billions from him. He doesn't want to conquer the land. He just wants to do billions of damage because Ukraine helped the Jews and gave them safe passage to Israel. This is also why Putin is going to nuke Tel Aviv this week. He started this entire conversation by asking me which bus went to the place he wanted to go, then asked me if the atomic bomb had landed yet. I'd say believing in this kind of stuff is a sign of low intelligence, refusal or inability to learn from past mistakes. I've seen supposedly smart people make this same mistake. Trying the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is the definition of madness. You cannot conquer challenges unless you can see that mistakes were made and then try to adapt accordingly. Adaptation is what drives human evolution. They carefully explain very simple concepts, as if they're being wise. They just nod and laugh along when other people are talking. But if you pay close attention, you'll realize they never add to the discussion, they're just going along. Can't grasp a hypothetical. So imagine if X. But X isn't true. I know that's why I said imagine X hypothetically, then what? But X isn't true, this doesn't make any sense. Kill me. People who never question themselves, always assuming they are correct. These people do not grant themselves opportunities to learn. Only capable arguing their own skewed views, incapability of taking responsibility, and thinking people will believe them when they say is not their fault. If people do believe them, then they too are not smart. Lack of thought about the consequences of their actions. Never thinking further ahead than the current moment, leading to a lot of poor decisions being made. I feel like bad relationships with poor communication, lack of empathy and manipulation are a good sign someone has low emotional intelligence. Unnecessary verbosity. People who use a lot of unnecessarily obscure and complex words because they think it makes them sound smarter. They feel that many political and societal issues have obvious, simple solutions. It is just the idiots in charge that don't get it. They think everything the opposition political party says is wrong, and everything their preferred party says is right. Not saying I'm sorry after they can see they've upset someone. It's a sign of low emotional intelligence in my book, when they won't accept that they're wrong even though you spell it out for them and hold the mirror in front of them. Semi-illiteracy. Black and white thinking. Accepting reality as it's handed to them by the corrupt establishment. Anyone who follows Fox Entertainment Network and bases their entire worldview from people like Tucker Carlson, blindly believing anything that confirms their beliefs, disregarding anything that challenges their beliefs. The top 7 comments were all created within a week of each other around November 1st, 2023. What a crazy coincidence. Using the term low-key in any meaning other than to do it quietly, or without garnering others' attention. Blindly believing gossip and rumors, especially about people they know, then treating them badly for it. They talk about how smart they are. If you have to tell it, that's probably because you can't show it. Black and white thinking. I mean in the way that they see the world as good, bad, and not many spectrums. Someone who believes whatever is told to them by anyone about anything. You're all guilty of it. Reposting hyper-commonest Reddit questions, I think. Although some people would call it IQ. Blindly sticking with your beliefs no matter how much evidence to the contrary you are shown. Greeks and Romans thought the larger the penis was in a flaccid state, the weaker the mind. Thinking that their opinions are facts, and refusing to acknowledge that they might be wrong. Thinking grooming yourself and doing skin care and shaving and trimming your hair is gay. Posting the same question on Reddit with slightly different wording on a daily basis. Getting super animated and excited when retelling a story. I told him to his face. An inability to understand that correlation and causation are 2 different concepts. Then non-smokes 60 a day. And never got cancer, therefore smoking doesn't give cancer. Thinking qualifications, ability to actually do something or be 100 right about it. I've been doing X for Y years, as opposed to just being self-evidently good at it. Thinking people speaking a second language imperfectly means the person is stupid. Making the same mistake in a repetitive pattern without finding self-improvement. Assuming there is only one kind of intelligence someone can have proficiency in. Lack of critical thinking and refusing to debate or elaborate on their thoughts. Mostly swearing through conversations and rewatching the same things over again. When they have trouble thinking about things outside their own perspective. Not being open to having a conversation with someone with a different opinion. Thinking you know everything and refusing to believe someone might know more. No grasp of hypotheticals like at all, and a severe lack of common sense. They often change the conversation topic without realizing they're doing it. Lacking curiosity. Inability to imagine themselves in different situations. They understand confirmation bias, but think it only exists in others. Strong opinions, but no ability to reason through why they hold them. The reverse also applies. This happened to you, so stats are fake. Lowkey, the foreshortened upper lip of fetal alcohol syndrome. The biggest sign is asking this same question on here every week. Overestimate your own intelligence and underestimate other people. Some random person said it on TikTok, therefore it must be true. Believing the earth is flat because I've never seen the curve. They've never experienced that, therefore it must not be true. People who get angry at people who don't like things they like. They get aggressive when presented with any alternative views. Making your entire life about someone one wing in politics. Voting Republican, any other right-wing conservative party. Being clingy, and not to know how to handle things at your own. When people don't know the difference between two and two. Reposting the same question that was asked here a week ago. The viewpoint that their opinion is always the right one. I don't know. What is a lowkey sign of intelligence? Extrapolating a general principle from a single event. Saying you get all your news and sources from Reddit. Judging someone and being 100% sure in your beliefs. Not recognizing low and key as to separate words.